Now we will be bringing out the part 4 of the threats to Pakistan. In this, we will deal in part 1, which is the Israel-US Iran connection and its after effects on Pakistan. Then we'll discuss the Indian aspect, especially its latest treaties with America and what they're getting from there, and how that poses a threat to Pakistan. And thirdly, we'll talk about our own defense posture with help from China on how we can mitigate or deter aggression. In the part 4 on the threats to Pakistan, the first episode, it goes like this, which will focus on Iran, US, and Israel, and its after effects on Pakistan. The Intelligence Directorate, or Joint Chief of Staff, and the Defense Intelligence Agency of Israel has concluded that Iran, Fordo, and Natanz nuclear sites will be targeted in the first 6 months of 2025. The sources quoted suggesting Israel believes Islamic Republic air defenses were degraded by the attack in late October. US officials believe that the fortifications and complexity of the Iran nuclear sites, Israel would need military and weaponry support from the US to successfully target these facilities. Iran has warned US and Israel of forceful response. Several senior commanders of the IRGC, Revolutionary Guards, called for production of nuclear weapons, especially after Trump victory. Ali Tangsiri, the commander of the IRGC, stated Iran has the ability to close the Gulf of Hormuz. We made it clear any attack on a nuclear facility will be immediate, decisive, but I don't think they will do the crazy thing Foreign Minister Araghchi. Apparently, they expect it's not going to happen. They will be surprised. Iran's Supreme Leader recently sent remarks, strong signals that negotiations with the US remain unlikely, but he stopped short of totally rejecting the talks. In the background is Ankara Tayyip Erdogan running around with his Ottoman Empire, stretching from the northwest Europe and leveraging nationalist and Islamic rhetoric steered country from a traditionally Western alignment towards the doctrine of strategic independence, a concept Europe has struggled to achieve. Turkey is actively expanding its influence in the region, one part of the Ottoman Empire, from Eastern Mediterranean to the Horn of Africa. The US has started deploying forces starting in December last year. They've moved about 2 squadrons of the B-2 stealth bombers to Diego Garcia. Diego Garcia is in the middle of the Indian Ocean and very strategically placed to conduct all kinds of operations in the Gulf region and in other areas of Asia. Generally, this deployment gives the US the ability to strike long-range options to the Gulf regions. B-2 is a heavy strategic bomber with extremely stealthy technology. It carries all kinds of conventional, non-conventional weapons, especially GPS-guided bombs. The combat history, it has already been deployed and used in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Libya. They will be controlled from CENTCOM, headquartered in Qatar, Al Udeid Air Base. They have about 1,300 soldiers in the US at the Shaw, South Carolina base to coordinate with Pentagon, and the operational at Camp Afijan in Kuwait with 15,000 soldiers. This is the backdrop. Now, there's another issue which is cropping up, and which is the US is getting basically setting up their next target, which is Pakistan. In December 19th, the US Principal National Security Advisor, Jonathan Feiner, of the Biden administration, which is now left power, announced Pakistan is developing a long-range ballistic missile capability to strike well beyond South Asia, including the United States. The United States imposed sanctions as usual on 4 entities in Pakistan in the development of the country's ballistic missiles. As the US imposes sanctions, it is strengthening cooperation and unrolling restrictions on India. Not a good thing to do, but the experts point out that the large rocket motor does not mean Pakistan is developing a missile capable of solely targeting the United States. It may also have It'll be used for space and MIRV technology. MIRV is one rocket with 8 different missiles on board targeting individual targets in the target country. Recently, the United States also proposed before the sanctions and the announcement that Pakistan shared its ballistic missile testing and setting limits on missile tests, which was rejected by Pakistan. The United States and India continue to take it to the next level, and large rocket motors, which is the correct response Pakistan has for the increased space and defense cooperation between India and the United States. Pakistan actually reportedly conducted in December 31st a ballistic missile test of Zarar-3, reputed with a range of 7,000 kilometers. There is no official confirmation regarding this from Zarar at 7,000 kilometers. Currently, the longest range announced missile Pakistan has is 2,750 kilometers, which is Shaheen-3. I think it's long enough to get Diego Garcia. U.S. officials believe fortification and the complexity of the installation in the region, it would need significant support from the U.S. for any local ally to target any country in this region. Thank you. If you would like to know part 4, episode 1 of discussing Iran, Israel, U.S. connection and its effects on Pakistan, kindly let us know by subscribing and also sharing. However, one thing to remember in all this, once America gets done with Iran by the middle of this year or earlier, the next thing they will be setting up target on Pakistan, especially with the belief that America is threatened from the long-range big motor missile. Thank you.